everyone, and welcome back. Today is the start of my very first reading vlog on this channel. Before I moved all my book content to this channel, I did one, I think maybe two on my main channel, but this is gonna be my very first reading vlog on this channel. I'm so excited because we have a very fun theme for the reading vlog, and that is I got these reader roulette cards. They're so cute. First of all, the packaging is just adorable. They're pink. This is from the brand Pippi Post, which has a ton of book themed merch. We sell a lot of their stuff at the store, which is where I got these, and I am so excited. It's just little cards and they all say different things on them. So choose a book that is considered a classic, read the shortest book on your TBR, read a book published this year, pick your most recent purchase to read, choose a book with flowers on the cover. It's just little fun things like that. I have a few books on my radar that I want to read, and I also have a pretty extensive physical TBR, so we have lots to choose from. And then if I don't find anything or I'm not in the mood to read anything that I have, I'll run by the store and grab something else depending on what we pick from the cards. So I think it's going to be such a fun video idea, and there are literally tons of cards in here. I'll probably only get to 3 in this video. That's what I'm guessing I'll do within a week, so we could definitely do this video again if you all enjoy it. I also thought maybe I could do little short form content videos like this, just do one book at a time. So if you enjoy this video by the end, let me know if you like it, if you'd like to see another one. We are going to go ahead and pick our very first card and choose our very first book to read. So I was trying to figure out how I was going to do this last night because it was too hard for me to hold the entire deck together. So I'm just going to pick like a bunch of them, and then I will turn it towards you and pick one. That way we have a little bit of variety, but I don't have to hold the entire deck of cards in my hand. I'm also trying not to look very closely at the cards so I don't know what I'm getting into. All right, here's the cards. I'm going to try to keep them in frame without actually looking at what they say, so it'll be a blind pick, but I'll let you all see first what I pick. I can't decide. Read a book by a new to you author. This is actually perfect because I just bought a new book that I was hoping to read in this video, and I've never read a book by this author before, so that's perfect. Let me grab it. All right, this book Made Me Think of You by Libby Page. The cover of this and the title really drew me in because it's so pretty and colorful, and when I read the synopsis I knew I wanted to read this book, and so I went ahead and got it, and it's actually perfect because I've never read anything by Libby Page before. So this is going to be our very first pick. This book is about our main character, Tilly. Basically the premise of this book is that Tilly's husband has passed away, and before he passed he partnered up with a local bookshop to give Tilly a year of books. So we picked out 12 books for her, and each month for a year she gets to go to this bookshop and pick up the book. Each book comes with a handwritten letter from Joe to help her turn the page on her first year without him. So it just sounds like a very sweet emotional book set kind of in a bookshop, and I am so excited to read this book. So that's gonna be our first pick of the video. I just have about an hour at home before I'm going to head off to the store. If this is your first video that you're watching of mine, my family owns an independent bookstore and I work there a lot, and that's what I'll be doing a lot of the days in this video. Is I'll be at the store working and obviously reading in between. I read while I'm at the store if it's not busy or if I don't have a lot of other things to do. So that's the plan for today. I'm gonna maybe read a couple of chapters here before I leave because I'm pretty much set to leave. I have my bags packed and everything, and then we will head out to the store. We will start our very first reading vlog. I'm so excited. just got a huge delivery in, and these are all books that need to go on our new releases table, which is right there. So I'm going to shelve these. We actually have a lot of empty spots on that table, so I really needed these to come in, and I'm glad they did. I'm gonna buy this one today. It looks so cute. This is the new book that I've been waiting to come in, Stolen Midnights by Catherine Quinn. I don't really know what this is about other than it's a young adult fantasy, and the sprayed edges are just so pretty, so I'm very excited to pick this one up. I have I think like 3 more books I want to grab today. I also realized that I think today, or this video, is the first time that I've ever done a vlog at the store on this channel, so I thought I'd give you a little tour. Walking in, we have our bestsellers wall, which is all of our bestsellers from last year. I have read most of these books, but not all of them. This is a hole that I have to fill, but those books actually just came in, so I can fill that. And then I want to read this series too. Got Kristen Hanna books. I have both of these, just haven't read them yet. Obviously my favorite, Sarah J Maas. I also have this and haven't read it yet, and the second one comes out soon, so I might wait till the second one comes out and then just read them together. Freida McFadden was by far our top author seller. She is so popular right now. I'm not a big Freida McFadden person, but only because I'm not a huge mystery person. My favorite book, Rose Bargain. And then of course we have Fourth Wing at the bottom. Coming to the right of the front door is our featured books, and these are actually all books that are part of book clubs. So we have the Good Morning America book club, we have Read with Jenna, we have Oprah's book club, and Reese's book club. These little tables are our seasonal tables, so I have winter books on them right now. And then coming over to the other side, I was gonna switch these out for pink books for February, but we still had a lot of these books left, so I'm keeping them for now until I do spring books. And then coming further, this is our new releases table, so I'll give you a little tour of that. I want to read that and that. Just finished Conform last month, and then this is actually one that I unboxed today, the new movie cover of Wuthering Heights. We have more new books. I really want to read Rings of Fate. I just haven't bought it yet. I'm so bad at buying books as soon as they come in, so I'm trying to wait until I'm actually going to read it, but this is the one I think I'm going to grab today, The Stolen Midnights. This is going to be our book club book for March, which I have already bought. I'm so excited about that one. And then here is our cookbook and coffee table book wall, which I absolutely love. This one is so fun for me to pick out books for. Normally we have some fashion books on here, but they've actually all sold. I need to order some more. This is our new releases table for nonfiction. We don't sell as much nonfiction, so it's smaller, but we do have a few nonfiction readers that come in pretty often. I want to read this Windsor Legacy. It's all about the royal family in England. And then the main section is, of course, our big, beautiful bookshelves. So I actually designed all of the shelves and this seating area, which I'm so happy with how it turned out. I get lots of compliments on the couch and on the chairs because the back of the chairs is just so pretty. And then, fun fact, I actually found these chandeliers, or my dad found these chandeliers on Facebook Marketplace at an old bank that was closing down. They were selling them, and I think they're beautiful. And then, of course, all of our books. So I have it categorized by genre, and then I have my nonfiction section back here. Those are not really categorized by anything other than this mini shelf. We have history books at the top, memoirs and biographies on those two shelves, and then we have Bibles down there. Then we have classics, young adult, 2 shelves of young adult. And then this last shelf, nearly new, is our used book section. So we wanted to have a used book section just to appeal to everyone. These are all new hardcovers for $10. Here's all the books together. I love it. It's so colorful and bright and pretty, and I'm so happy with the store. We always have music playing. I turned it off off right now because I didn't want to be copyrighted on YouTube, but we always have music playing and I just love being in here. For a Wednesday, we have been busier than expected, and so I have really not gotten a lot of reading done. I'm hoping to get some more read after lunch, but I got a huge delivery of books in, so I've been working on that. And then we just had a lot of people come in the store. You never know on weekdays if it's gonna be busy or not, and today has definitely been one of the busier days. So yes, I still have lots of things to do. I still have lots of pages to read, but we're working on it. I am home from the store, just winding down for the night. I already had dinner and now I'm just getting ready to take my shower, get in bed, and read. I wanted to give you a little update on the book. I'm really enjoying it so far. I only got 96 pages in between my reading this morning and my reading at the store. We were just really busy, which obviously is great, but that just didn't leave a lot of time for reading. And there were a couple of things that I wanted to point out about the book. So the book is set up by month because, like I mentioned, there is one book for each month of a year for Tilly. The book is set up like that, literally like categorized out by each month, and there are chapters within. And at the beginning of each month it says Book Lane Recommends, which is the name of the bookstore in the book, and this month is books to read when you don't feel like reading. And then it gives you 5 different book recommendations, and these are real recommendations. One of them on here is The Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, which I haven't read that one, but I read Sangu Mandana's other book, and it's just so cute. And so I'll show you the one. So in February, it says Book Lane Recommends Books to Make You Hungry, and it has like books that have foods in them, and I just love that. I feel like that's so cute. And then I wanted to read you the very first sentence of the book. The right book in the hands of the right person at exactly the right moment can change their life forever. And I just, as a reader and as someone who feels like reading is very important in my life, I fully stand by that. And that was just such a perfect opening line for this book. And so yeah, I'm really loving it. This book really is all about Tilly's journey going through grief and how books are helping her along the way. And so if you're someone who really believes in the power of reading and the power of books, you would love this. It's such a sweet story, and yeah, I just feel like any reader could enjoy this book, even if you aren't a literary fiction reader, because I'm definitely not. I'm still enjoying the story, and the way that it's set up month by month is making the story pass really quickly. And so I feel like it's not taking me a while to get into it, because I'm only at 96 pages and I think I'm like 1 or 2 pages away from it being April, and so I'm already almost 4 months into the story. And yeah, I'm really enjoying it, and there are like little surprises that happen along the way, and I love it. So I will definitely continue reading that tonight. Tomorrow is another day at the bookstore. Hopefully we'll have a little more time to read tomorrow, and I will see you then. We have had a little bit of a break in the crowds in the store, and so I've gotten a good little bit read, and oh my gosh, you guys, I started crying. I was crying in the bookstore because of how sweet this book is. Something happened with Tilly and Joe's parents, and it was just such a sweet moment, and I can tell where some of their relationships are starting to go, and I really love it, and I am just thoroughly enjoying this. And I really think I'm going to finish this tonight, and I brought the roulette cards with me. I won't be at the store for the next 2 days, and so I thought I should go ahead and pull my next one in case I need to purchase a book. I'll be here to do it. So I think let me pull some of these out and then we can pick our second book. I really do think I'm going to finish this one tonight, and I will definitely finish it, if not tonight, tomorrow morning. And so I'll need a book to read over the next 2 days before I come back to the store. I feel like such an egghead with this bun in. Me and my nails and trying to get this open every single time. Like I did last time, I just grabbed a handful of them because it's a little easier for me to pick, but I'm not going to look. I'm going to let you all look. I'm going to try not to look in the viewfinder. Read a book set in a small town. Okay, that's actually good because I really am in the mood for a romance book right now, because there's a little bit of romance in This Made Me Think of You, or This Book Made Me Think of You, but not really. It's more about Tilly and like her journey, and so I'm really in the mood for romance, and I feel like a book set in a small town will be easy to pick for a romance, so let's go pick something. Heading over to the romance section. What do we have? Let's see. I just finished this series by Lauren Astor and really enjoyed it, but I don't think her books are, I can say, are kind of set in small towns, but I feel like I just finished that series and not really interested in her other series. I am interested in Sophie Cousin's books, but I haven't read any. That'd be a new author for me. I also haven't read anything by Elle Kennedy, and I feel like her books are so popular, but I also feel like her books were really popular when I was in high school and college. I don't know if it would be my kind of book now, and I actually don't know if those are young adult or if they're true adult romances. Oh my gosh, look how pretty these Bridgerton editions are. They have sprayed edges. Oh my gosh, they're so pretty. That's not a small town though, unfortunately. Okay, wait. Maybe we should do an Elsie Silver book, because I read Flawless, I think 2 years ago, and it was fine, wasn't my favorite, but I have heard really good things about Heartless and Powerless, which I believe are the next 2 books, so maybe I should do Heartless, because I believe that's number 2 in the series, and it's set in a small town. Let's see. It doesn't really say, but I want to say it is. I'll look it up and double check, but I feel like that'd be a good one. Yeah. I think let's go with Heartless. Let me pull it up online and make sure it's set in a small town, but I think that'd be a good pick. Alright, let's look this up. Heartless by Elsie. Okay, yes, it is set in Chestnut Springs, which makes sense because that's the name of the, I forgot that was the name of the series, which is a small fictional town. Cozy ranch-based cowboy atmosphere. So let's do it. This is a single dad trope, I'm pretty sure, and I want to say this one and Powerless is what I've seen have been most people's favorites of the series, and so I knew that I wanted to continue in the series even though I wasn't a huge fan of Flawless, and I don't really know if cowboy romances are really going to be for me, but I just have heard good things about this one and I feel like that goes perfectly. And it's blue! And they match. It's so cute. So after I finish this one, this will be my next one. I don't think I'll finish this one before I leave. Like, I don't think I'll start this one before I leave, but I will either start this tonight or tomorrow morning. All right, it is 8 o'clock. I am done for the day. I just locked the doors and closed everything up. I am heading to my grandparents' house to spend the night with them, and I'm so excited. I do a sleepover with them every week, and tonight is sleepover night. I am so close to finishing the book. I'm loving it. I feel like it's really, really close to a 5-star. I just can't decide if I have that 5-star feeling, but it's gonna be for sure a 4-star, like a 4.5, 4.75, depending on what the ending does. But I'm really excited to finish this book. I think I'll finish it tonight. Nana has cooked me dinner. Our tradition is to watch Blue Bloods together, so that's what we'll watch tonight. And yes, I will see you tomorrow. Hello everyone, good morning, or actually it's 1:36, so good afternoon. I had so much fun with my grandparents last night. It's always my favorite to do my sleepover with them. We watched the Olympics, we watched the men's skating. Ilya, oh my gosh, I felt so bad for him. Everyone was falling. It was just so heartbreaking. The little Kazakhstan boy winning though was adorable. So we watched that, had a great time. I got up this morning and I ran a few errands. I wanted to film a TikTok about the L'Oreal Ballerina Shoes lipstick, so I went around trying to find it today. Didn't find it, but I was able to get it ordered online, so that's coming. And last night I finished This Book Made Me Think of You. It was so good. I ended up giving it 4 stars, and I'm trying to think if I want to give it like a little bit higher, maybe like 4.25. It wasn't a 5-star. I didn't get that 5-star feeling. There were parts of the characters' personalities that kind of rubbed on me towards the end of the book. Maybe it's because I haven't gone through a big loss like losing a husband or losing like a really close family member. There were parts of this book when our main character Tilly acted very, very selfishly. Something happens with her sister, something happens with Alfie, the bookshop owner, and I just thought, like, girl, she wasn't a perfect character by any means, and I guess no character is. Some characters are, but real people aren't. There were certain situations that she reacted to that I didn't love, and that's the reason why I didn't give this 4-star, or that's why I didn't give this 5 stars. But overall, it was just such a sweet, emotional book. I teared up multiple times during this book. She's really able to repair relationships in this book, especially with her and her mother-in-law, who she has like a really good conversation with. I loved that part. It made me tear up, and it was just such a sweet book. I really, really enjoyed the month by month separation of the book. I felt like it made it such an easy read. I always find stories that feel like they move really quickly better to read, and that's how I felt about this one, just because so many little things were happening and she was making these little progresses that really pushed the story along, and I loved it. I thought the ending was perfect. I really enjoyed some of the side characters, and yes, I would highly recommend this book. I would consider this literary fiction with a subplot of romance. It's funny because I am not a big literary fiction person. I never read literary fiction, and I enjoyed this, so maybe that's can be an opening to me to explore that genre a little bit. I really, really enjoyed this. It was perfect for our first reader roulette task. Read a book by a new to you author. I enjoy this author's writing. I would definitely read another book by her, and I just love this cover. You will not beat this beautiful, bright colored cover. So I would recommend reading this book. I enjoyed it. It's just a sweet story. Moving on to our next task, which I pulled at the bookstore yesterday. Read a book set in a small town. I picked Heartless by Elsie Silver, which you saw. I just love that they match the blues together. It looks so cute. I am excited to jump into this. So I am at home today. I'm not going to be at the bookstore. I have some filming to do today. I have some just like laundry to do. It's already 1:42 and I haven't started reading for the day yet. I finally got a new phone, which is very exciting. It's kind of funny because I bought the exact same case that I had on my last phone for my new phone, and this one is so faded. You can tell them like side by side, but I just love this case and I wanted it again. I ended up getting another case so that I could switch it up if I wanted to. I've had this phone case for 3 years, maybe. Honestly, I might have even had this on my previous phone too. I just love this phone case so much, and so I was like, maybe I'll just switch it up. So I did buy this one, and then I bought one from Velvet Caviar. Once I started looking at phone cases, that's all that I got on Instagram ads, and Velvet Caviar came up, and I really liked their polka dotted one, so I bought that one. I'm so happy to have a new phone. It's been 3 years, I think, since I've had a new phone, and the camera is so nice. I'm hoping that I can film on my phone. I probably won't film YouTube videos just because I love my Sony camera that I film on. I think it's just the best quality, but hopefully for TikToks it might be a little easier for me to film on this phone. Like I mentioned, I filmed a TikTok this morning when I was looking for the L'Oreal Ballerina Shoes lipstick, and so far I think the footage looks good. I think the quality looks nice. It'll be interesting to see when I edit it how it looks. I might have to make some new presets for phone videos, but yeah. So exciting. It's so fun getting a new phone. There's all of these like new features that are so cool. But yeah, that's just what I've been doing this morning. I kind of slept in, took my time eating breakfast with my grandparents this morning, and then running errands and all that fun stuff. So I really need to film for the next little bit, and then I might take a break to read and then continue filming. I have my laundry going right now so that I can get that done, and I will update you as the day goes on. go for Marie mug today. She's so cute. And then I just got a new flavor, the white chocolate raspberry. Look how pretty this box is. I'm pretty sure that I had this last year. The pod is pretty too. I'm pretty sure I had this last year, and I'm sure I'm gonna love it because hello, white chocolate raspberry sounds so good. Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I have just had a very leisurely morning this morning, drinking some coffee, reading in my book. So I started and read 84 pages last night, and then I read about 20 pages this morning, so I'm at page 102. I am enjoying this. I was really in the mood for just an easy romance. That's definitely what this is. I feel like the story is moving along pretty well, like things are happening to keep me engaged. I don't feel like I've fully connected with the characters yet. I don't even know if I explained the premise behind this book. This is about Cade and Willa. Cade is a single dad. He runs his family's ranch and he is needing a nanny for the summer. Willa is Cade's brother's fiance's best friend, and she's a very like feisty character, and some of the stuff she says just like catches me so off guard. I think Willa and I could not have more opposite personalities, and so for some reason that's just making it hard for me to connect with them. But this book has such good reviews, and so I don't know if it's just me or I just haven't gotten to the really good part yet. This book has over a 4-star average rating on Goodreads, and it has a ton of reviews. Yeah, it has 571,000 ratings, and it's a 4.37 average. So obviously a lot of people love this. It's more 5-star reviews than anything, and I just really hope that I love it as much as everybody else did. And maybe I haven't seen the like sides of them yet. The one thing I will say is that the son is adorable. Kids in books can really like make or break it for me, and I think he is actually so cute. I don't know for sure if I'm a huge cowboy romance reader, and so maybe that's what's throwing me off, but I am still enjoying the story. I really like the pace of it. I think the son is adorable, and so I'm enjoying it. I'm just waiting for that like 5-star feeling to drop a little bit. Today is gonna be similar to yesterday, where I just have a bunch of things to do. I need to finish my laundry. I did most of it yesterday, but I need to actually like fold it and put it away today. I have some filming to do. I have some editing to do. So it's gonna be another chill day at home where I'll read when I can. Probably most of my reading is gonna be tonight. Tomorrow is Monday. That starts a new week at the bookstore, so I'll have a very busy week at the bookstore. I think I said we have an event on Tuesday. It's a bookmark event, so I've got to get ready for that tomorrow and all that fun stuff. So that's the plan for today. Things to get my life together and reading in between. Good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. I am up bright and early this morning to head to the bookstore. I accidentally slept in my contacts last night and woke up with them literally plastered to my eyeballs. So we are in glasses again today, which is fine, other than I have to teach a Pilates class tonight. So I think I'm gonna pack an extra pair with me and just change into them for the Pilates class and take them back out because my eyes are rejecting the contacts today. So I'll give you a quick Heartless update. I am enjoying it more. I ended up reading about 100 pages again last night, and I definitely am enjoying it more. However, there are certain elements to the spicy parts that just are not for me, and that's taking me out of the story a little bit. There are certain words that authors will use during spicy scenes that just really do not work for me, and I feel like a lot of them are in this book, so I am enjoying it more. I definitely feel connected to the characters more, which is what I was worried about yesterday. However, the spicy scenes are just kind of not doing it for me. It still could end up being a 4-star. I don't think it's going to be a 5-star. I think I'm kind of in between a 3 and a 4 right now. I think I will have time to read a little bit at the store today, so let's head out to the bookstore. It is now about 1 o'clock at the bookstore. I have been so busy today. I didn't realize it was President's Day, so I think people are out of school, and I know at least the banks are closed, and I have been so busy, which is good. I'm glad the store's busy, but I haven't had a whole lot of time to vlog and or read. I have probably gotten maybe like 20 pages read. I'm at 234, so maybe like 30 pages read while I've been here. The rest of the time I have been just helping customers, and then I have a video going up on my main channel today, and so I had that exporting and then uploading into YouTube, and I have work on the thumbnail. So normally after lunchtime is when we get a break of like a little lull in the store, so I'm gonna have a little bit more time to read. I got a shipment in with some new merch, and so I need to unbox that, and I'll show you that when I get it unboxed. I'm so excited. It looks so cute. I'm gonna put you down so I stop shaking you. I'm trying to decide if I think I'm gonna want to continue the series, because I know the next one is about Jasper, and he's definitely the character that I'm most intrigued about, and I don't know. I think it'll depend on how much I like this one if I end up reading the next one, which I believe is Powerless. I don't know if I'm super interested in the last 2 books, but yeah, I'm kind of interested in Jasper's story. I just don't know how I'll feel about the rest of this book. If I end up liking it more than I thought, I probably will read Jasper's story. If not, I don't know. I might not. I feel like I want to like this book more than I do. I like the characters, it's just the writing style is not really for me. Like, it's a little too spicy, it's a little too, like, the characters are so aggressive and abrasive in the way that they talk, and it just catches me off guard sometimes. So I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing. I kind of feel like something is wrong about the way that I'm reading this book because it has such high reviews, and I don't know if y'all ever feel like that, but when I read a book that everyone has loved and I don't really love, I'm like, what's wrong with me? Why don't I like this book? Anyways, just wanted to update you. That's what has been going on. There's a lady carrying a lamp down the sidewalk. All right. Once I finish uploading this video, I'm gonna try to read her a little bit. I will probably be hungry for lunch in like an hour, so I might try to read until I make lunch, and then I can work on the other stuff I need to work on. I also have to do a test run on the bookmarks, which I kind of forgot about, so I'm gonna do that as well. I have 3 people signed up for class tonight, so that's exciting. I need to also make a class plan for that class tonight. Too many things to do. Not enough time to do it. Story of my life. Y'all, I think this book is too spicy for me. I can't. Some of the stuff they say, I'm like, no, no. Now I'm just like skipping past the sexy scenes because I just can't do it. No, she's not pregnant. No, she's not. I finished the book. I'll give you a full thoughts when I get home, but no. Unfortunately, no. I also didn't bring my roulette card, so we'll have to pick my next one when I get home, but I'm very excited to not be reading this book anymore. actually have no idea what I'm doing. I just need like chain to put the charms on. I got some paper to put like back the bookmarks with. I'll put a picture right here of what I'm going for, but I just bought so much random stuff that I hope I have it all right. I do think the charms turned out really cute. They're pink. It's supposed to be like a Valentine's Day thing, so everything is very pink and girly. I'm just hoping that the chains that I got will be okay, because I have some different kinds. I think this will probably be best. I just don't know how much I'll have of it for everyone. This long like paper clip chain is probably going to be the best, but I only have one roll of it, so I need to figure out if I can use anything else. And then I have like a bunch of different size, I think they're called jump rings, and then I have some bottlenose pliers to open them with. So I'm gonna try to make one and then I'll show you. Okay, I finished the sample bookmark. How freaking cute is this? I had 2 charms left over, so I'm just gonna keep them and do another one. But oh my gosh, I think it turned out so cute. One thing that I did not get was wire cutters, and so I wasn't able to like actually detach it from the whole roll, but oh my gosh, I think it turned out so cute. And it's technically double-sided, so it should look like that on the back. And then it just has the charm on the front. So cute. I am so extremely happy with how that turned out, and I'm thinking I want to do like a full video on this channel on how to do it. I feel like that'd be such a fun video idea, so if you'd like to see how to do it, let me know, and I could do a little like how to charm bookmark tutorial. I feel like that'd be so fun. It is a little later now. I am home for my class. I did end up putting contacts in for my class because I just had a feeling it was going to be too hard to teach in glasses, and my eyes actually feel fine. So I'm going to take them out right after I film this, put my glasses back on. I think I'll be fine for tomorrow. But I did finish Heartless today. I wanted to review it. Unfortunately, this was not the book for me. I really skimmed the last like probably 1/4 of it just because I just was not into this book at all. So there was a trope in this book at the very end that is probably my least favorite. I don't even know if it's a trope or just like aspect of a book that I really didn't enjoy. This was like at least a level 2 levels too spicy for me. The stuff that they said to each other, the words that the author used to describe their sexy time, the phrases that she would say, I was just like, no, this was too much for me. And maybe I'm being a prude in saying that, maybe it's not that bad, but personally for me, it was too much. And I feel like I'm someone who likes a little spice, but this was just like, no. Yeah, this was not the book for me, unfortunately. I think I know now that I probably will not continue in the series. I'm still like this tiniest bit interested in reading Jasper's story because he's not a cowboy, he's a hockey player, but I don't even really like hockey player romances either. I think I just have liked his character in this book, and then I remember liking him in Flawless, so there's like the slightest tiny bit chance that I would read Jasper's book, which is Powerless, which is next in the series. If you've read this book and you've read other Elsie Silver books, I would love for you to comment down below and tell me if her other series are as spicy as this one, because her series are so loved, and I really was intrigued by the Wild Love, Wild Eyes, Wild whatever series, and so if that one was less spicy, I would be intrigued, but this one was just, I couldn't do it. I really couldn't do it. So it is now time to pick a new card. This is probably going to be the last one that I'll get to this week, so it'll be our last one for the video. I've really enjoyed doing this, and I'm just having so much fun. Let me pull out some cards and we can pick our last one. Here we go. Our last reading roulette card pull of the video. What will we read? Think out of the middle. Read the first book that is on your TBR list. That's exciting. So let me go grab one. All right, this is the one I think I want to read. I'm kind of just doing this as like the book that I want to read the most off of my TBR. I just got this one and I really am excited to read it, so I think we're gonna do this one. This is The Swan's Daughter by Roshni Chokshi. I looked up how to say her name and I think she said that the A is silent, so it's Roshni Chokshi. I hope I'm saying that right. I did look it up to try to pronounce it correctly, but this is a YA fantasy, and this is a Slight Swan Lake fairy tale retelling. All that I really know is that our two main characters, Demelza and Eris. Eris is a prince. He's born into a family where it says to get married means to die. He holds a competition to find a wife, and he's trying to sort out like who's gonna kill him and who's not. And he meets Demelza, and Demelza is a Veritas swan, and so when she sings, it forces people to tell the truth, and so they kind of strike up a bargain. Has been forced into hiding, and so she strikes up a bargain with Eris to provide her safety, and then they, you know, go on the journey together. I just am so excited for this. I love the cover so much. I'm hoping this is more of like a fairy tale book. Like I know I said it's a fairy tale retelling, but I hope it's written that way where it's magical. I read this author's Gilded Wolves trilogy, and I really liked her writing. I just didn't love the way that the story ended up. Like I didn't love the way that the plot kind of unfolded in Gilded Wolves. I did really enjoy her writing, and so I'm hoping I will enjoy this one. It was a Good Morning America book club pick. Thankfully this is a sticker that I can get off because I hate stickers that you can't get off, but I can get this one off. But yes, we are going to start this one tonight. I'm so excited. Just the whole swan aspect of it. I am obsessed with swans. I have so much swan stuff, and so I think I'm going to really enjoy this one. At least I hope I will. So our very last book of the video, let's start it. I have made it to the bookstore. I just got like 8 boxes of books delivered, so that's gonna be what I'm working on mostly today. I have one TikTok to edit to post tonight, and so I need to work on that. I'm gonna work on these books. I'm also here all day tomorrow, so I can work on this shipment tomorrow a little bit too, but I just want to get a start on it. There are some new releases in there that released today, so I'd like to get those out today. We'll get ready for the bookmark event tonight. I just love mine. I have mine right here. Oh, I just think it's so cute, and I want to make like 14 more, so I'm excited for everyone to make their bookmarks tonight. I got my last shipment of charms in, which I was really worried about because I think I would have had enough, but these were my like actual Valentine's Day charms that have a little bit of red to them, and the rest of them are more pink, so I'm really happy that those came in, and we'll be all ready for the event tonight. I'll probably make myself another one during the event just for fun. I'm gonna pick out some charms to do it with, but that's the plan for today. I'm trying out a new lip combo, and I really like it, but I feel like it's so bright. But I like it. I can't decide. I'm just not usually this bright of a lip combo kind of girl, but I think it looks pretty. Here is what I'm working with in terms of boxes. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Lots and lots of books. And then this came in today. This is new mugs. So I'm gonna open this up real fast and show you because they look so cute. Look how cute these are. They're pink ceramic and they say Book Lovers Club on them. I love them. Please look at how cute this book is. It's a new kids book that I got in. It's called Crouton, and it's about a cat that gets adopted. And it's pink, and Crouton has a pink bow, and I just literally love it. All the illustrations are so cute. It's basically black and white with like pink touches, and it's all about this sweet cat named Crouton getting adopted. I'm literally obsessed. These are the books I have to shelve today, and look how beautiful all these sprayed edges are. I already have this one. I'm pretty sure I need this one and this one and this one. Unfortunately, I think I do. Also, look how cute my cups look together. I have the mama and the baby. It's so cute. Hi guys, it is a little bit later in the night. I have not updated you, I think, since yesterday morning, maybe 2 nights ago. I haven't really had a lot to update you on. I am still only about 130 pages into this book, and I did most of my reading today. It has taken me a little bit to get into this book, but not in a bad way, because it's told like a fairy tale. It's told in a very fantastical manner, and so it just took me a little bit to get into it, to understand the world, to understand where our characters are in life, why they are that way. What the synopsis gives you on the inside flap, that part of the story happens like a fourth of the way into the story, and you get a lot of build up with the characters beforehand. And at first I was like, wait, who are these people and how do they connect to what I thought was going to be our 2 main characters? But it was just that we needed to get a little bit of background about the story, what put these characters in their situation and all that stuff. So basically our 2 main characters are Eris and Demelza. I feel like I'm saying her name in my head and not out loud. What happens is we get the story of Demelza's mother and her father, and we get their relationship and what happened between them and kind of the circumstances around Demelza's birth, and that leads us into where we are in the story, which is that Demelza has to basically go into hiding, and she goes into hiding at the castle where Eris is having a tournament to find a bride. And the whole thing of this story is that the legend of this kingdom is that it's basically set in fate, or it's kind of part of a spell that was casted onto this one lineage of rulers, that it's almost fated that whenever the male heir of this line marries, his wife kills him to get the power, or to like, that's the part where I don't fully understand totally yet, is like, what kind of power do they get? It's also really interesting because in this world, people have 2 lives. You live your first life as a human, and you live your second life as either like a flower, a rock, or maybe an animal. But these people don't just come back as a rock and sit there. Like, you can talk to the rock and that's your dad. And so it's just a really interesting world. It just took a little bit for me to understand and to get into it, but now that I'm more into the story, I feel like I can read it a little bit faster. But yeah, it's taken me 2 days to read 130 pages, which is not normally like me. So I did really have a ton to update you on. I am enjoying it. I am just such a sucker for whimsical language and authors that describe things in such a beautiful way. Stephanie Garber, Erin Morgenstern, all these really intricate details to the world. That's how this book is written, and I'm just such a sucker for that kind of writing, so I am really enjoying it. It's just taking me a little bit longer to get into it, so hopefully I will get some read. I won't be at the store for the next 2 days because I have other books that I want to read this month, and I would love to finish this one, but I'm also trying not to rush myself. Sometimes it really annoys me when it takes me a while to read a book and I just start rushing through it. I'm like, there's no one rushing you, like there's no timeline, you can just read the book. So that's what I'm trying to tell myself. I think I'll have a little bit better grasp on my feelings about the story once I get even further into it, because I'm enjoying myself, but it's taken me a little longer. So that's the update. I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, everyone. I have officially finished The Swan's Daughter, and we are complete of our Reader Roulette challenge. I finished this last night. I stayed up late and finished it because I was really into the story. I was on page like 160, and it has 360 or 370 in it. So I read for like 4 hours last night, but I thoroughly enjoyed this book. It wasn't a 5-star, but it was a very high 4-star. It was just so different from any other fantasy that I had read. It is so reminiscent of like a Night Circus or Caraval or Once Upon a Broken Heart because of how magical the descriptions were, but also this world was just so intricate. The magic system was really cool, the way it worked. There were all these different facets to the world that you would learn as the story went on. They would have a scene in this like beautifully crafted garden, and it was just a really cool story, and I really enjoyed it. I thought the ending was great. I feel like the ending also left it open to another book. Part of the legend of this book is the first male who was cursed by a sea witch, and there was one of the characters who was really interested in the story of the guy who got cursed and the sea witch in particular, like her story, because apparently her name had been lost throughout the generations, and I feel like she's going to write another book based on that legend, maybe tying in with more characters in this story, and I just really loved it. I think if you're someone who loves fairy tale retellings, who loves really magical and lyrical writing, you would really enjoy this. Or if you're a fantasy reader and you feel like you get in a rut of reading the same kind of fantasies over and over again, I think you would like this. So yes, highly recommend this book. I think I said this in my Goodreads review, but it's definitely for the hopeless romantic. Like, both of these characters were kind of fighting against the odds to find love, and it was so good. So thoroughly enjoyed that. Our Reader Roulette challenge is complete. This was such a fun way to pick books off of my TBR to read. I bought one, so I guess it doesn't really count, but I got 2 books off my TBR and had something else pick it for me, so I feel like I would really enjoy doing this again. I feel like this could also be fun to actually pick a full TBR with the Reader Roulette cards and do like 7 or 8 of them, so I might try to do that video sometime in the future. But if you like this video, please let me know. I really like these kind of fun themed reading vlogs, and so I definitely want to do more of them in the future. So yes, that's going to be it for today's video. Thank you for watching this video. I haven't started editing yet, but I'm sure it's going to be very long, so if you made it to the end, comment the swan and the cowboy hat and the book emoji for all of our 3 books that we read. Thank you all for watching this video. I will see you in the next one very soon.